We live.
Good evening. Good evening, America.
Good evening.
This is Chris Priester.
Comedian Bert Cornelius.
And we're -1 tonight.
Minus a Pookie.
Minus a Pookie. Pookie got a new job today.
Yes, sir.
So, shout out to black man working.
Hallelujah.
Trump's economy working for the black community. Black Lives Matter. Pookie got a job. But tonight, we're going to be talking about a subject that's very touchy in the community. Sharing, co-parenting kids. And fortunately for me, both of mine got the same last name.
Yep. So
I don't have that issue. But boy, oh boy, do I know a lot of people that have that issue. So I had to do a lot of interviewing this week. I got a lot of white buddies, black buddies, male, female, that are going through this whole sharing of the kids, co-parenting. I can't say share, co-parenting of the kids.
Yeah.
And we have a special guest. We're going to bring him on in a few minutes.
Somebody that could talk about it.
That somebody can talk about it. Yeah, somebody that can really, really talk about it because he lives.
I've heard some things.
I've heard some shit.
But I ain't been through it.
Yeah. And we like, and you know, in our community, we like advice from people who really have done some shit.
Absolutely.
Like when it's nothing worse than getting marriage advice from somebody that ain't got no kids, ain't never been married, can't keep a man or a woman, but they always got relationship advice.
Out here letting single bitches tell you what to do.
Can't do it.
None of y'all ain't got a man.
You ain't got a man, but you're an expert.
Leading the blind.
But you're an expert.
You're an expert.
But we knew this topic was important, so I said I'm gonna bring in somebody that has been there, done that. He lives it.
Yeah,
I don't live it, but I'm gonna give a backdrop before we get there because I interviewed a lot of my homies, like I said, and I did a lot of observing.
Right.
And I'm gonna look at it from both ways. When the woman keeps the kid and she moves on and gets a new husband, and the baby dad is still, you know, he get him on the weekend and shit.
Yeah.
I got them homeboys.
Yeah.
And boy, that conversation is nasty.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
When they had that boy on the weekend.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Cause little man tell everything.
Yeah.
He be at the house till 2 o'clock in the morning on the PlayStation with mama.
Yeah.
He be in the room with mama.
And you know, and you know what the real daddy, you know what the daddy do. The baby daddy, first thing out of his mouth is, that nigga hit you.
Let that nigga touch his shoe. We ready to wallow.
Yeah. Did he hit you? Did he hit you?
Wallow. Yeah, I'm that old.
But see, that's where the problem come in. Cause you know you got that old school. Oh, you under my roof, you gonna do my rules.
Yeah, straight up.
But then you got these kids that be like, but you ain't my daddy. Yeah. You can't tell me what to do. You ain't my real daddy. My daddy over here. My real mama over here. So now we got some tension in the house.
Exactly.
Because I used to be a teacher. I used to see the fights all the time when it was time to hand the baby off for the weekend.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you did.
And if the new daddy and the old daddy don't get along, and you got that woman in the middle, and now you got the kid using both of them for leverage. Because the kid know they got the leverage.
You know who I believe went through that?
Who that?
Joseph and Jesus. Who the hell is going to tell Jesus to go to bed at bedtime? Who? Who going to tell Jesus, your ass is grounded this weekend. You and them sandals better be in this room by the time I get through from the little hut. Who gonna say that to Jesus?
They had different daddies.
Exactly.
See what you learned here? The first problem with co-parenting was Jesus himself.
Exactly. Joseph is the world's first stepdaddy.
But let me take a swig.
Take a swig. The world's first stepdaddy. How you gonna ground Jesus?
So now we're gonna bring in our expert, our guest for the night. We got a guest, comic buddy of ours, good friend of ours.
Yes, sir.
Give it up in cyber world for comedian Mitch Isley. Come on up, Mitch.
Yes, sir.
All three of us. What's up, dog?
What's going on, Pimpin'?
Well, we're to bring a black man up with a water bottle.
Yes, sir.
That means something in it.
Agua.
Agua. All right. Well, Mitch is here tonight on Real Husbands of Comedy. First off, he's a husband.
Yeah.
That's one of the qualifications. If you're going to be here talking shit, we prefer you be a husband.
At least know what you're talking about.
At least know what the hell you're talking about. Have some real life data. So he's got real life data on co-parenting. So, Mitch, we're going to let you take it for a minute and let's talk about your dynamic as a co-parent.
Okay, first of all, hello world. I'm happy to be here on this beautiful show with the Hollywood Husbands.
I wish.
Your lips, God's ears.
Yeah, quick little summary about myself is I have 6 kids and I'm married to my wife who has 2 biological and 2 she inherited from her last marriage that she was with for 18 years.
Okay.
And that's a lot of wear and tear on the pussy. But
hey man. No. We're not doing that. Go ahead. Yes.
I'm just saying. Prepared when I got to it.
Okay.
And I inherited 2, so we have a total of 10 kids, and they all come to the house. They all. Yeah. It's a real full house.
All right.
Yeah. So co-parenting, something that I had to adapt to.
Okay.
And
now as a homer here, this is where we coming. I got to ask some questions now. Did you and the other the kid's original dad, do y'all have a relationship? Are y'all cool?
We cool because of what as far as the kids. I knew them from back in the days.
Okay.
Not knew of them, but you see you walk past. I saw that nigga.
Okay.
You fuck with the pot belly nigga. That type shit. And he way bigger than me. 6'4". One of you.
Oh, big guy.
Yeah,
right,
big guy. Big guy. Big stuff.
On behalf of pot belly niggas, we don't take that offensive.
So I knew of him, but I didn't know of that they was together.
Right. All right. So y'all cool. So all right, because I've seen some dudes and ladies, cause I ain't gonna just sit here making like it's all the dudes, cause I know some men who have their biological kids and they have to deal with the new wife have to deal with the baby mama, and that's some shit too. That's a whole nother story.
Right.
But it's good that I think if you're gonna co-parent, the dudes need to get along, or the moms need to get along. Whoever the new person is needs to get along with the original parent.
Yeah.
For the sake of the kids.
Yes.
And unfortunately, I don't think that happens enough. I don't
think it happens enough. Yeah, you're right.
It really don't. If you think about it, if the roles was reversed, will I fuck with my wife at the time? Fuck no.
Yeah.
Because as men, we won't tolerate a lot of shit that the women would tolerate.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So
double standard.
Right.
Like
what I'm saying? Because I could been fuck a lot of females and had babies all over the world, and she can accept me. But if she was to fuck, 2 or 3 more niggas and have 3 baby daddies, the pussy is worn out.
If a dude do it, he a stud. He a player.
Right.
If a woman do it, she a hoe.
Right.
It ain't our fault, America. We don't make the rules.
We don't make the rules.
Right. I'm
But
sorry.
at the same token, pussy harder to get than dick. Pussy is much harder to get for a man to get than...
Correction, good pussy is
It's
hard
too much out there. No, Bert. It's too much out there.
It's still nobody's excited for a dick at the, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, even a gay nigga ain't excited for a dick. At the end of the day, it's just the dick. But pussy is a much harder thing to get. So of course,
well,
be wary of it.
Yeah. And with what's going on in the world, pussy is becoming extinct.
Yeah, you know how many motherfuckers? Eventually, they're gonna put pussy on the side of the PlayStation. It's gonna be a problem.
We're here to talk about co-parenting.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
And we're at beautiful Lounge 58.
He brought up pussy. That's the one.
It's a
Lounge
beautiful
58
place.
here in Tamarack.
Yes.
Serving the
Lounge
best.
58. Come
Beautiful
see
place.
Dominique.
Yeah.
Serving the best
Good
Latin
food.
and
Good
Caribbean food.
Yeah.
Latin and Caribbean.
Yeah, we got a
Yeah.
sign for everything.
Got a
We
sign for
international.
everything?
Yeah.
International.
Come get if you American but you eat Haitian food like me and Haitian women, come get your grill. Bert
Yeah, Bert like he eat anything.
Get the Lumbee
As you can see, Bert is an international when it comes to eating.
Yeah, pero no, Espanol, come, see, muévete, come. Come down. I talk to you, man. Go ahead.
And a Jamaican beef patty ain't nothing but a hot pocket. A hot pocket for immigrants. But anyway, back to the story. Co-parenting.
Co-parenting.
All right, so Mitch, in your dynamic, back to what we said, you have a relationship with the dad, so that's good because the kids definitely know they can't play no game because they know the dad's on the same page.
Right. Well, I would say this. The relationship with me and the father came from a strong woman. You got to have a strong woman. Because as you know how we are as men, me coming into his space, even though that they were separated.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And he came around and he like, who this little nigga? And one time I can remember I was in the room and he walked in the house and he slapped on the ass. I could hear the slap when in the room. But the way she handled it was like, motherfucker don't touch me. That's my man. Like, that's how I knew she was serious about me. Yeah. Because I didn't want to go out there and fight that bit, nigga. He probably would have won.
Yeah, I think so.
Right. But she handled it good.
Yeah, so you knew right then, it's, hey, we good.
I got a good woman. You know what I'm saying? She don't play radio.
Now, that's important. I hope y'all heard that, ladies.
Start from
because I know a lot of women who use that for leverage. If they know, okay, I got my new guy, but I still got my baby dad. They will use that for leverage. And next thing you know, the new guy is competing with the kid and the old relationship for her attention.
Right.
Yeah.
And that I know that's, geez. I can imagine that being stressful.
You know what bothers me that a lot, and women, this is not a browbeating session, but it's God honestly true. What bothers me about some of these situations is that these women will go get with a guy and automatically he's entitled to that house, entitled to quote unquote help her rear the kids and all that other shit. I've never been through the situation, but I'm letting you know straight up now, if you've been with a nigga for a month and that nigga sliding in the house I used to pay rent or own or whatever, and the nigga disciplining my kids or talking to my kids anyway,
right out the gate,
we gonna have a problem, and a lot of y'all do that shit.
Yeah.
Nigga be in your life 2 weeks, legit calling him daddy. Bitch, that's 2 weeks.
Well, now that's real. Now,
2 weeks.
And I don't want to put that on us because we black. I got to talk about my people.
Right.
That shit. That's something you see in deep side.
Oh, yeah.
When I was a teacher, oh my God, when I was a teacher in the trap, I taught all the hood elementary schools. It was nothing worse than to see a kid show up every other week, like you just said.
Every other week you got to
in prison, my daddy. No, it ain't, bitch. Yeah. That's the nigga your mama fucking this week.
Like,
that is not your daddy, man. So I would be the teacher to say that. And they would throw that word around so easy. That used to be one of my jokes. They used to tell me when I taught first grade, Mr. Preacher, you going to be my daddy till my daddy get out of jail. I'm like, no, bitch. I ain't your daddy. I'm your teacher.
That's why
I'm not your daddy. And that's what these women, unfortunately, a lot of, and a lot of dudes.
Right. Yeah. Like you said, it goes back on the woman.
Because they get the custody.
I can't talk about, we talk about, we're going back on the woman.
Yeah.
Because the woman sets the standard on that.
If she
when I got my wife, she wasn't my wife at the time, but she had, like you said, she had the house that they stayed in. She had the cars and everything that they had. But when I came there way later. She didn't even let me know she had this. So when she studied me, and when we got to learn each other, then we got together. Then she brought me there.
Ooh.
And then she was like, "Let's switch out the furniture that I had with this last dude." And
damn. Time out. I'm a real nigga, so I gotta ask, what kind of dick did you lay on this girl to make her throw away the furniture? Bitch, you know how hard it is to get a sofa?
No.
Was it a pull-out or was it a regular sofa?
I hate this shit.
Man. No, I like this show because it keep it real.
Yeah, that's what we do.
And I'm going to keep it real with you.
You ain't got to give me detail, but...
I'm a little guy, 5'7", 5'8", but I've been jacking off since 10. So I didn't know what it was going to do, but it paid off in the future. You know what I'm saying? Stretch Armstrong.
Shit.
But I'm not. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna fuck around, get home, and be divorced.
All the white women home with red faces right now. All the white women home with red faces right now.
It just caught me off guard. Like, bro,
but what
So ladies, so my white friends at home, all that big hand, big foot shit don't matter. This nigga 5'7" and he say he's white.
Yeah.
So you don't know what's going on in the black community. Continue, man.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, also, I ain't gonna even say it's all about the sex because my wife waited.
No, of course.
My wife waited. She made me wait 6 months to even have sex.
Oh, that's good.
That's it right there.
And I didn't know I was waiting. She ain't tell me. You know, most women I'm reading the Steve Harvey book. She ain't say shit.
Yeah.
So you're right.
You
I was like, oh, okay, you a dick teaser. You know what I'm saying? But she kept it real as far as getting to know me. Now, when as far as the co-parenting came along, and me and this dude, I knew that he wasn't in, because I wouldn't be in a good place. This dude laying up in my house.
Yeah.
That we had before my bed.
Talk.
You know what I'm saying? Because all I did was flip the mattress over. The other side is new. You know what I'm saying? You know, keep the raggedy part at the bottom. Other side new. Put a foam on the top, and everything was copacetic. You know, get the straight fucking.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
shut up, Don. Anyway, So that's what we do. I'm like, spending all this money getting new mattresses. You don't need that, baby. A little Lysol, flip the mattress,
fucking breeze.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Let's save money.
Yeah.
Put it on a new car.
That's what it is. The women get the shit. They win. They get houses. They get the good.
But
shit.
men can win too.
She got to be a terrible bitch in order for you. She got to be a son of a bitch. Like.
Yeah.
Not really that. Once the women get over the fact that they lash out and they talk about the child support and all that, and they get over that, cause like Bird, you ain't got no neck. You eat a lot of pussy. you would eat it up.
Swivel, bitch.
Right. You price it. You tear it up. Like when you say leg 'em, you tear it up. It's just leg 'em.
I got about this much range of motion, so I swivel in that bitch.
Oh God. All right, gentlemen.
Are we off topic?
No, we're good. We do that every week. We get off a little bit, but we come right back. It ain't no big deal. We come right back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in my 40s now. I'm open to admit I eat pussy.
All right, so now
you better.
The first time you had to beat ass.
What?
The first time you had to beat somebody's ass in there that wasn't yours.
Okay. Yeah. Discipline. Yes.
Discipline.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna say beat ass. Yeah. Discipline.
I thought he finna start.
Yeah, we don't whoop nobody's ass. I'm sorry, America.
Toy would have fucked us up when she said
We're new black parents. We're new black parents. We do timeouts.
Yeah.
Timeouts. We don't abuse our children.
I tried
Timeouts.
that shit.
But anyway, the first time you had the discipline, and I mean, okay, for me, was it a pep talk? Like, did she say, "All right, he live here now. You in charge.
Oh yeah.
He done fucked up. I need you to be the man of the house. Go check his ass."
Yeah.
Did you feel some kind of way, or did you just well, should I call the dad and or do I just go, or what you want me to do, babe?
Okay, that's a good question. So the first time I had an encounter with, so one of my kids is artistic from my wife.
Okay.
And he's older. And he's
strong as fuck, boy.
He's strong as fuck, but you don't know it's
autistic kid,
right?
Strong as fuck. Go ahead.
I'm not co-signing that.
Before I,
co-signing
we're gonna keep it real tonight. We keeping it real.
That's too real.
When I got with my wife, I fell in love with her youngest son. I liked her, but I fell in love with the youngest son because if you're a player, to get to the son is the way you get to the puss.
Yeah.
So anyway, but as we moved in together, the oldest son didn't accept me. He was a daddy's boy.
Okay.
He's autistic.
Got it.
And one day he got so angry he hauled off and hit me.
Oh shit.
I was trying to get chicken out of the oven.
Oh shit.
Real story. And I'm pulling it out and he wanted to get past and I said, "Nigga, I got this hot shit." And I bumped him and he hit me. Bam. And when he hit me, it wasn't really the point of he hit me. It was that he put a lot of force into it. But he didn't hit me hard the first time because autistic people don't really know their strength.
Yeah, they don't.
So I bumped him again the second time he hit me hard. So I dropped the chicken, and I was mad that I dropped the chicken because I really, it was good chicken. I put bell peppers, onions, Larry's.
Right, out the oven.
Right. So I fought around and I hit him back. Bam. But I felt bad because he didn't know better. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to get.
Jesus.
I've had done forgot for a moment. Like, okay, he really,
autistic.
Yeah,
I'm with
autistic. So I called her and she came home and she checked. She went off. But when I called the father, I said, man, he did this and that. He said, why you hit my son? He ain't want to hear shit. He said, I don't hit my kids.
Okay.
But still to this day, how I discipline those kids, they respect. You know what? Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I just get the calls tomorrow. Them kids respect me to a whole nother level that when it comes down to the father, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
Big dude, but good dude, that they started hitting him later in life, years later. And I was like, look, you got to check that shit. Because I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if you ever got hit by a retarded autistic person.
Yeah, I taught them.
I have.
They strong as fuck.
I got kicked out the special limits long.
But
no, they strong
they
as
don't fuck off.
Oh,
They don't fuck off.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't fuck off.
Dog, and let me tell you, no,
I ain't going to hell with you, man.
Let me tell you the shit. I got kicked out the special Olympics because nigga tried to take my old lady. I'm gonna tell you what happened, right?
Oh, shit.
I let him get the hug. He took my girlfriend. He gonna grab a woman and yank her. So I went, no, what is you doing? Listen, he gonna grab a woman and yank her. So I'm trying to get her away. And that nigga had the strength of Solomon. Like he picked me up. And they came after me. They was like, you gotta go. I said, bitch, I got my ass whooped. Why am I leaving? I'm the loser. So yeah, I mean, it's real shit.
He's strong, man.
Dog, nigga was cock diesel.
Strong.
Okay,
man.
if you don't know by now, guys, autistic children are strong.
Very.
All right, bitch, finish the story.
So yeah, but long story short is me disciplining his kids. We had words, and my way of doing it wasn't going like I'm old school, so I know you go straight to the belt, but I didn't. And actually, when she came involved and she whooped ass, and I was like, oh shit, like I was kind of scared. I felt bad for him, but she was saying you don't play with autistic kids like that. You teach them the same motherfucking way. You know what I'm saying? And I felt bad for him. I slid him a tray on this dough because I wanted him to, nourish his body because the ass whooping that his mama put on him was like
now I'm going back
police
to this.
brutality.
This is beautiful. I'm going back to that. See, notice the original birth mother or the birth parent, even though she's brought a new person into the relationship, is still the disciplinarian. She gave him some leeway.
Yeah.
But did you hear the story at the end? She beat his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. My new husband can discipline my kid.
Because the father, your daddy, basically what she said, your daddy don't live here no more. This is not his house no more.
Yeah.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? And now, like I said, on the outside, like you said, how you on the outside.
That's some real shit she said, but that shit, it caught me right there.
No, because you got to realize that kid was there with that dad.
I know.
The kid was there with him, right?
Right.
And now it's
a new era.
Dude. Yeah.
And everybody got to get used to it. When you walked up to the club today, you had on the mask, you shook my hand, came in, got checked, all that, and then you did your thing.
Yeah.
That's how it is. When I came, it was a new era. It was like, this is a new dude. This is a new whole. Your dad is out of here, right? You know what I'm saying? So get used to it, or respect the rules, or get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. So it's tough.
Because this is the part where I want to go in for the world, for the people watching. Because now you said something important. If they're not on the same page, this is when they have to choose between them and their kid.
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen the new relationship where the new spouse or the new boyfriend, the new girlfriend didn't get along with the kid. And now that kid is making the relationship bad. Right. Because if you want a cock blocker, get a kid that don't want you there. That motherfucker will be at that door the whole time. Ain't nobody getting none.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's cock blocking at its best. At its finest. Angry
at its
shit.
Finest. Yeah.
So
yes.
Now I know some kids, all right, now mom and dad done broke up. Now you with me. Now I got a new person, and now you trying to ruin that.
I was that kid.
So now it's like, damn, nigga, do I send you to grandma, or do I send you to your daddy? Do I send you back to what?
Right.
What do I do? Because I want a relationship. I'm getting older.
Right.
And your ass is here, and God forbid if you had it with somebody you really hate.
Yeah.
Right.
Now it's really aggravating because every time you look at that motherfucker, you think about the one you just broke up with, and now he's just a mini-me of the bitch that just broke up with you, and he's trying to ruin the new relationship.
I think when I was a kid, I think for me, when my mom and dad broke up, my mom and dad was forever boyfriend and girlfriend. They went together. They was 12, broke up in their 30s.
Y'all from Daniel. That's
Daniel.
the way it go.
Oh, yeah.
So-
was it a cousin?
Nah,
No,
I
Oh,
keep
sorry.
telling people
It's
from
Daniel.
dating
You
that
have
shit.
to fucking
I
ask.
stay telling people from dating that shit. It's like, no, we not.
People,
Your
Daniel
mama and
is
daddy
a small
cousin.
place in
Tell the
Broward
truth.
County where the majority of the two
Exactly.
exits that it is most of them cousins. But
Dan-
go ahead, Bert
Danny-
family was not cousins.
We
Go
were
ahead.
not kinfolk.
They're not
But
kinfolk.
when my
Oh.
mom tried to move on and tried to date other people, I used to rebel hard against that shit because I knew who my father was.
He was a cop.
So when
block.
so I was
Straight
a
up.
pure cock blocker.
Yeah, right.
Like straight up. Like niggas would come over, they bring us little shit. I tell a joke about there go James, that James joke that I do.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's real shit. I really used to give these niggas hell. Like, hell nah, nigga, you ain't my daddy. I know who my daddy is.
Yeah.
Like even up when she finally got remarried, my mom remarried a dude, and this nigga wasn't. I want to say he was maybe 10 years younger than my mama. He pulls up saying, "Oh, I'm gonna be your daddy now." No, you not, bitch. You barely out, you fresh out of high school, bitch. Like, what you mean you gonna be my daddy? But like, I always rebelled against that shit. And when she finally found somebody, I was in my 20s, and one day I just said, "Fuck it, this lady got to be happy." You know, my dad happy. My dad moved on, do the shit he want to do. So why can't my mom be happy?
That's right.
And you know, I finally
And no disrespect, your mom probably just like fucking.
She like the young one. She got a younger one.
Fuck both of y'all.
I mean,
Fuck both of y'all.
I mean,
I hope somebody pine both your man tonight. Fuck both of them.
mine 89. Ain't nobody gonna touch.
Somebody gonna
But
put
yeah, that's like
Goddamn, man.
Oh, yeah.
I
Bingo.
mean, technically, I mean,
Your mom
she
go
got
to bingo.
what, 10 years?
Your mom play bingo.
They gonna pick
No.
up a
Bingo.
young stud in his 60s.
10
That bingo,
years.
bitch. I hope
Bingo.
she-
Wow. But see, that was good though, Bert.
But it's the truth.
You had personal experience that
Right.
just said, you know,
Exactly. See, so yourself
you
in
just-
when all the bullshit is done.
you just said something. You just said something important. a boy and his mom. A boy and his mama, and the daddy wasn't there.
Yeah.
So
they
you was with
split.
your mama.
I was with my mama.
Them dudes turned into mama little boyfriend because mama little man.
Yeah, but I ain't
Every
taking that
dude, not like that. I ain't saying
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I ain't saying
I know
you
what you're
touching your
saying,
mama.
yeah.
I'm saying I ain't saying
No,
you.
I'm just,
That's
you know,
my
but
mom.
I ain't.
But
I
every
ain't-
dude that
She was
came
protector of the
by,
house.
Yeah, I was protector of the house because,
Yeah.
like, you know, like, man.
like, who was this nigga today, mama? Did was you
Yeah,
that kid?
and then it wasn't like multiple niggas come around, but like she had a few niggas that will come
Well,
around.
that's multiple. Few.
Yeah, no, not like I'm trying to space it out.
You wanna
Like,
say
you know what I mean? I ain't
Oh,
saying
not every month.
yeah,
Yeah,
not every
yeah.
month, bitch, but like
Oh, his mama
but
watches
when they
the
come
show.
around,
Wait, his mama watches
my
the
mama
show,
watch,
bitch.
my mama will whoop
My
y'all
mama,
ass.
my mama will watch it too.
No, when they would come around, I would give them pure shit to the point where she had to figure out her dating because when she bring the nigga around, I'd be like, nah, fuck nah, that me
You
and my
was
brothers.
you was
Yeah.
Jody.
Me and my brothers
You was
put
Jody.
a bucket of
Baby
water
boy.
on the
You was
dope.
baby boy. You
yeah,
was
we
Jody.
baby boy. And we waved that nigga. We like, hey man, what's going on? How you doing? He
Yeah.
came in, said, my mom in the house. He came in, he opened the door, that water hit his ass. He was on a fresh suit. Looked like he came straight from
Oh,
church.
y'all was playing pranks.
We made a holy man cuss. Like we was not with the shit.
Now,
we was not want to hear that shit.
So,
Yeah, but your
in essence, because see, the golly guys,
Yeah,
see, the
I ain't talking
problem
about my
tonight,
mama.
we
Fuck-
did
fuck
not
y'all.
know, hey guys, y'all know we changing rules every day in America. So, Miss Dominique got to close at 9. That's
Right.
the issue tonight.
all right.
I'm sorry.
All right,
I didn't know
give
that.
me the truth.
That's the problem. America, Tamarack ain't playing.
Tamarack
So we got a
ain't
few
shit.
more minutes. We're good.
We got a
Alright.
few minutes.
But what we've tried to show you tonight is the first thing you got to do if you're bringing in somebody around your kids, y'all got to have a meeting first.
Right.
I don't care if it's with the older spouse, with the original parent, Y'all got to have a little meat.
It don't go that way.
But I know it don't go that way because somebody's angry.
Right.
Your angry, bitter asses can't sit down for the betterment of your children.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my kids' mom. We gonna keep it real. I know they gonna shit and cuss me out. Probably go down to child support tomorrow, but I'm used to it. They don't give a shit about my wife, no matter how many sit down meetings we done had or however. And I said, listen, I ain't fucked you in 11 years. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of dicks went through you in 11 years. And they still be like, fuck her. You know what I'm saying? She never had to sit down with me and him. It just takes that one person to say, I don't fuck with you. And then you tell your spouse, you know I don't fuck with her. Keep it real. Long as you keep it real with me, we going to weather the storm. They going to get over it. They might not get over it. You know what I'm saying? We get hate mail all the time.
I'm trying to say hate mail.
And we know it's from my kid's mom because they say shit like, they say my real name. Nobody says my real name now.
The government name.
My government name.
Lord
you know,
have mercy.
and they wish bad on me. You know, he been with everybody in Lauderdale. He got burnt. You know, I tell everybody I caught syphilis before. You know what I'm saying? You was there. But the thing,
I was not there. My dick is holy.
Now you Lauderdale niggas, well, the whole wave of you
my
niggas called syphilis back in 01, 99, all you niggas.
A
lot of that niggas don't believe in rubbers.
Is that like Corona? Do I need to cover up this?
I don't know.
Can I catch it by being next
They
to
got
your
their
ass?
condoms from the same spot.
I'm turning sideways, nigga. Do I need to?
I'm
I'm turning
saying
sideways.
it takes a strong woman or a strong man to say, you know,
They got
because
pills for
it's
that.
men that moved on and had other kids with women and left their baby mamas alone and haven't touched them.
Yeah.
And they set the standards, and they might be bitter because this person is being successful.
Oh God.
Success is the big word because if you ain't shit, when I was locked up and out there fucking up and doing shit, they ain't give a fuck. They laugh. When I got with a woman and she bettered me, is when it became a
That's
problem.
when it's a
Yeah,
problem.
they don't want you to
Lord
somebody
have
got
mercy.
you.
Yeah.
That's a problem
Yeah,
then.
they want
Right.
you somebody got you.
That's the best. That's the best. Oh man, that's the best. Just rub it in their face.
Yeah.
That's
when
it.
you move on and do better. Oh, it's orgasmic.
That's it.
Yeah.
So that's
You
what that's
just
the
walk
oh it's in. But like you had you actually had another you had an outside child and an inside child, right?
No, wrong person. Why are you talking
that wasn't
about
you?
me?
Oh, we want to talk about that, right?
Wrong guy.
Shit,
My
okay.
children's
Next
last
week,
name.
Fred
I
will
have
not be
two
on the show.
boys.
Okay.
Last name Priester.
As a
yeah.
matter of fact,
Wait.
when you see him in the
We're
streets, make sure you
sanctified.
tell somebody.
Yeah.
Sanctified family. He knows too many niggas.
Who is Shirley?
Go ahead. Shirley.
Yeah, nigga, you go to church. You look like a nigga go to church. You fuck the bitch named
Lounge
Shirley.
58. Lounge 58 here in beautiful
You know
Tamarack,
how old you
Florida.
gotta be to fuck a Shirley?
Commercial.
Bitch named Shirley.
University Drive for the best in Haitian cuisine,
Ain't no young Shirleys.
Yeah.
Latin,
Yeah.
and American food.
Yes.
This has been Real Husbands of Comedy.
Well, it's over.
Bonsoir, go mami.
Yeah,
Come
show.
on, 58.
we're almost there, Mitch. I just have to do it because, see, when I start, what ends up happening is we always end up laughing and just end the show, and I never shout out Miss Dominique.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to do that tonight. And also our great cameraman,
Great food.
Pat Wilcox, my
Wait.
dog. We grew
Wilcox.
up together.
Don't forget our
That's
guest,
right.
Mitch. What you got coming up?
Mitch Isley.
Well, I got a TV show coming up called House of Laughter. You know, directed by Walter Ben and Kodak Jack, Chris Jock, and a lot of comedians on there and stuff. We even got you on there with goddamn what's the character you had played? What's
Jimmy Lee.
Jimmy Lee. We got Jimmy Lee on there,
Nice.
and we hopefully have you. You know what I'm saying?
Call me
you
when
on there, and
call me when you're ready.
And we got some big things coming up with not only my entertainment, comedy, love and loyalty, but the big three and everything. So it's gonna be popping
Life
off.
is
You know,
good. We just
Corona
gotta
hating
get-
on us, so it might
That's
be
all.
next year.
I know. We got
That's
to.
fine.
I don't
Yeah.
even say what I got coming up because, shit, I don't know if it's going to happen.
You know what
So I'm I'm going to play it day by day, week by week.
Week by week.
Because I was supposed to do the Mango Festival July 25th.
Yeah.
They moved that to October 10th.
I was
And
looking
don't know
forward
if
to
they
see
gonna have that.
Pookie. I was looking forward to see Pookie,
Yes.
but I guess he ain't here. Y'all say he got a
He got a job. He got a new
Yeah,
job.
and he
I
got
don't
a job probably doing a movie company, but he got a bad hip, so I don't know how that shit works.
Yeah,
You know what
he
I'm
can't
saying?
do porn.
When they got arthritis.
He can't do porn. Hey, Love's 58. You've been amazing.
Been amazing. Come get this food. They've got lumbi, croissant.
I love when Bert flips into his Creole accent. Do it.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Avec chicken, avec
his neck
lumbi.
pop out.
He's married to
Avec
an Asian sister.
Guillaume.
He's good.
Yeah, you have to come see that grill today, man. You have to
Yeah.
come today.
Yeah.
Get mine, oh. You have to
Share
come
the
out.
show. Share the show.
So what?
You guys have been a great audience as usual. Share the show. Tell a friend. We'll be back next Tuesday. We don't know what the hell we're going to talk about, but we'll let you know.
And shout out to all the old Haitians that used to wear church shoes back in the day.
We love you. Gene. Strong names.
Yeah.
Gene.
Pierre.
And Pierre.
Pierre.
All right. Be good.